What's up, guys? We got some awesome news here. This is D Dragoon. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for everyone who liked and subscribed. We're at 18 subscribers. We're trying to hit 100, so please make it happen. Hit the sub button, hit the like button. Really appreciate it. I got some awesome new information about Yae Miko today, so we're going to go over some leaks with our girl Yae, what you can expect. I'm going to give you my thoughts about Yae Miko versus Fischl and Yae Miko versus Raiden Shogun. How do they compare? Is she going to be worth picking up? Do you need her if you already have Fischl, etc.? So, without further ado, let's get right into the video, guys. So, first of all, let's talk about one of these new leaks from Yubacha. So, these are directly from beta testers. We've got Yubacha on the 2.5 beta. Yae's E particle gen was annoying to test, but from what I've seen, it appears that the towers made by Yae's E have a 100% chance to generate a particle when striking an opponent with a 2 to 3 second internal cooldown that is shared across all the towers. Okay, so basically you're going to be able to generate a very small amount of particles regardless of how many of Yae's towers you've got out. So even if you have 3 of them down at level 3, you're only generating 1 particle every 2 to 3 seconds. This is making me believe you're definitely going to want to pair Yae with another Electro for the Electro Resonance, just right off the bat. And let's take a look at the range of some of her abilities over here. So we've got the Sesho Sakura range. So this is the range of her towers, how far they can actually hit stuff. And oh, the sun came out. It's like blinding me a little bit here. But anyway, let's see here. So the range is shown on this picture here. So we can see this distance from this totem here until this Hilichurl. This is the distance of 10 units. So if you get it to C2, this range is considerably further. It's literally doubled. And I believe this is also the range of the ult burst hitting. I'm not positive about that. So this is a pretty good range. We're going to go more into Fischl's Oz versus this in a little bit. But a little bit further over here, I want to go into some of the changes we've had made to Yae Miko, and they're going to be actually down. All right. Oh, you know what? I thought there were some changes to Yae Miko here. No? I guess not. Not yet. Not yet. But they're going to be here if we get some. Okay. So this is just the other characters' changes. Okay. Now this one is the radius of the ult for Yae Miko's ult. So let's go back up here. I want to check it out. So Yae's AoE compared to the Spiral Abyss. Okay, so this should be the perimeter of the Abyss. If you have a totem here, here, and here, and you use her burst, this red circle will be how far the towers can shoot, and the purple circle will be how far the explosion is. So that's pretty good. So the shared center of damage for all 3 is like pretty small right here, which makes me wonder, like, you're probably gonna want to use Kazuha again, make an Animo just awesome, and she's basically for some kind of nuker Electro team. Quick swap. So looking at this before we go into the Yae Fischl comparison, I'm going to talk about Yae and Raiden Shogun and why I think she's going to be awesome. So first of all, there's going to be more teams than what I'm talking about, but the team that's coming to me is C6 Kujo Sara. I'm almost positive Kujo Sara is going to be on Yae Miko's banner. Yae Miko and Raiden Shogun with Kazuha or Jean. So Jean will be your healer, and Kazuha will be if you can just kill everything really fast, right? Why do I say that team? Because you're going to have so much energy regen from Raiden Shogun and from Kujo Sara. Kujo Sara can give you like 4.8 energy back. She can generate electro particles with the sacrificial bow. And you're going to have the electro resonance as well, giving everyone more energy, and they have a high energy cost to be doing a ton of burst damage. I think even though Yae Miko scales off of Elemental Mastery, let's pull up her kit really quick. I still think I would probably build Yae Miko with Emblem of Severed Fates set. And the reason for that is I feel like it's a quick swap nuke team. So if you look at the nuke damage at level 9, it's going to be 499% times 3. That's 500% Kitsune Thunderbolt damage. And 442%. So you're talking about almost 2000% damage on a 22-second cooldown, okay? That's a huge amount of burst. So if you imagine Raiden Shogun's E buffing her burst by 90 energy cost at the ratio that Raiden buffs it, I can't remember the exact math, but it buffs everyone's burst. And you have Kujo-Sara's huge burst, giving both Yae and Shogun 60% crit damage and a huge attack buff. What you're going to have is this obliterating nuke combo team, where Kazuha is pulling enemies in, shredding electro resistance, and using his ult to generate electro damage for everyone in the party. It also makes C2 Kazuha really good with Yae Miko because he's going to give her EM. And I think you're going to want to build her like a DPS with EM substats being okay, because you're really not using reactions in the team I see. This is just mono electro destruction, right? So you pull enemies in. Yae's got her 3 totems down. Kujo-Sara uses her E, swap to Yae Miko burst, swap to Kujo-Sara burst. Before the burst of Kujo-Sara finishes, swap to Raiden. Raiden presses her burst, gets the buff from Kazuha and from Kujo-Sara, and decimates the enemies as well as regenerates energy for everyone. And then at that point, you've got 3 electro characters to generate more particles and to give yourself even more electro energy, right? More energy to get these bursts back up. Now you're on a heavy rotation time, but the nice thing about it is because she's got 22-second cooldown on her burst and 9-second cooldown on her Sesho Sakura Fox Towers, you can start to get those Fox Towers back up quickly again after that, and then you're going to start generating more electro particles. So I think what I'm seeing right now for Yae is Emblem of Severed Fates. She pairs extremely well with Raiden Shogun because of the 90 energy cost. And let's just go into it really fast. I want to just see the exact amount Raiden buffs her damage. So if you look at Raiden's E, this is what I'm talking about, or it might be one of her talents. Yeah, it's this one. So at she gets 0.3% per energy, right? Energy cost of the, see, where is it? Yeah. So 90, and it's a percentage. So it's 0.3%. So 90 times 0.0003, right? Is that right? Wait, 003. So 0.27. So 0.27, is that the right math? 0.27%. It's 0.3% energy. Let me do this. 3% times 90. It's 0.27. Okay, so 0.27% damage. So we will take her 1500% and times it by 0.27. That's a considerable damage buff on top of getting 60% crit damage of a C6 Kujo-Sara and the huge Kujo-Sara attack buff and Kazuha Animo Shred and electro damage buff. I think there are definitely different ways to play Yae Miko. There's this talent here that increases her Sesho Sakura damage by EM. I could be wrong about this. My thoughts is ignore that completely. Keep her C0. She's just a burst nuker. That's all she is. You're basically trying to get down to Sesho Sakura to do some damage just to get a huge burst off. And so you're going to want to be grouping the enemies as much as you can in between all 3 of her Sakuras so that the triple Sky Kitsune Blast all hits this one concentrated spot of damage. That could be challenging. That's if you're using her. I think she's definitely worth C0. I don't believe any of her cons are worth it. Not until C6, and that is just you'll be destroying everything with this. But you might as well just C2 Raiden Shogun and leave Yae Miko at C0 if you want to do this like mono electro team. Which it seems like they're really focusing on this now, and Kazuha really enables it, because if you look at Shenhe, we've got mono cryo right now. That's really good, or mono freeze. It's not really mono, but it's like, you know, you've got Kazuha, some kind of hydro character, and two cryo characters, or you can swap that hydro out for like a Diona if you want to do something like that. But they're really kind of focusing the types of parties, it seems like. I don't see another scenario with Yae Miko being that great, though, because she's got such a high energy cost, so she needs to be paired with Electro. If you're pairing her with Electro, no one buffs Electro more than Kujo-Sara and Kazuha, so those two go right in there. And Yae Miko's a nice sub DPS that fits into rotation time of the 22-second cooldown of Great Secret Art Tenko Genshin. So again, just to reiterate, and we haven't actually done the Fischl comparison, so let's do that now. We've got C0 Yae over here. We've got C6 Fischl. So some people are like, oh, Fischl's so much better, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Fischl has some strengths. It's a different playstyle completely. But we can look at some of this stuff more in depth. So you get 1 Oz. I know it's this chicken, that's funny. And you get 3 Fox Towers. So the damage per E, level 10 Fox Towers at stage 3, 170%, 188.7%. But I believe there's 3 of these shots. So you're getting 3 times the shots with Yae. Damage percent per full E. 3 Fox Towers each hitting 5 times. Oz hits 12 times. So this is assuming you're auto-attacking at the same time, which is a little unfair because Yae is for quick swap. You are auto-attacking, but it's during Raiden Shogun's burst. Okay, so I think a lot of the people are just, they're upset about it, but Yae's damage modifiers are crazy high. And you have to remember there's Kujo-Sara, 60% more crit damage. And her weapon gives 66.6% crit damage. So if you get her weapon, wow, it's going to be insane. Not to mention the 48% elemental damage it gives. Anyway, the energy particles per E, this says 5 particles per tower, sharing cooldown. I don't know if that's accurate. From what I read, it's 1 particle every 2 to 3 seconds. Still subject to change. Fischl generates a ton of energy particles. That's just true. E uptime, pretty similar. The setup time's a little bit more on the E, I guess. The first hit delay is not as good. Oz has a special 5-hit internal cooldown. E and C6 shares internal cooldown. Thundering Retribution has no internal cooldown. Assume 6 times C6. Huh. I don't know what this means. E quality of life, no snapshot, no reposition, single target. I don't think it matters, and I think it's important that it can't be moved because it's part of the strategy, right? You're setting up tactically where your Thunderbolts are going to come down. Because the whole point of Yae Miko is a quick swap movement team. So you're moving back and you're placing them. So you kind of position yourself and get those towers in like a triangle formation so you can get this kind of shape going in the abyss. Again, this is the abyss, and the purple rings are where you want to interject, right? So you've got a huge, it's like where all 3 of them meet, like right here. Right here, they will all meet. But also they each do a little bit of damage outside of that too. Anyway, back to the Fischl comparison. The Q damage, and see, this is what I'm talking about. So everyone's worried about this little stuff here. This is more than 3 times the damage of Fischl. Okay, more than 3 times the damage, and that gets amplified by Kazuha and Kujo-Sara. Okay, and Raiden Shogun's E at 0.27%. We already did the math earlier, right? 0.3% times 90, 0.27% extra elemental burst damage. So this, I don't know, I'm not perfect at the math, but this percentage will be increased by a lot of different things. Blowing up 3 towers wastes at least 3 tower shots, since you need to blow them up before their 5th hit when they instantly expire. And the best thing about Yae Miko, side effect, you become a furry. That means you get those Yae tails. True. Very good. I think Yae Miko C0 is going to be an easy pull, especially if you have Raiden Shogun and Kujo-Sara. She's going to be really good. Yeah, guys, so I apologize. I thought there was a list of changes to Yae. I thought there was some changes to Yae that came out. I was wrong about that. I came onto this list of changes, and it's for other characters. I don't know why this was at the top, but this is kind of interesting anyway. Maybe I'll just go over this. This shows the changes to the other characters so far. So we can look at these and speculate on how Yae might change. So Ito's elemental burst went down in cost and energy, cooldown and energy cost. Base attack and base defense raised, HP decreased. So maybe we could see something like this with Yae. Constellations changed a bit. I don't want to go too much into these, but it looks like across the board, characters have been buffed, right? Pretty much. Some slight nerfs. Like I remember Ayaka got a little bit of a normal attack nerf. The Ascension stat change was huge. Shenhe got a little bit of a nerf. This is a character. God, I wish they had buffed her burst more. What's with Pyro Archers and terrible bursts? Do you ever notice this? Yoimiya and Amber both? Just horrible bursts. Anyways, guys, hopefully you can understand the mistake there. I thought that Yae Miko, since, you know, these are like the new leaks and this was like literally at the top of it, it was like, where is it? It was just like this. I was just assuming. I shouldn't have assumed that that this was Yae Miko, even though it says Ito here. Okay, guys. Well, I appreciate you coming to check out the video. We'll make another one tomorrow. I got to get going to work now, and I will see you guys next time. Remember to like and subscribe, and comment, tell me what kind of videos you'd like to see. We might do a Raiden Shogun Kujo Sara Kazuha with Fischl test tomorrow to just kind of explore some